Welcome into online sessions of renewable energy engineering. This is your introductory session. Means in throughout session you will learn about what is renewable energy, and you can also different between the renewable and non-renewable energy sources. Myself Praveen Jinjala from Alja Institute of Engineering and Technology. So let's start our session. First of all, we discuss about the introduction of renewable energy engineering. First, we are starting about the introduction of energy. First of all, what is energy? According to the scientific definition, energy is ability to do work, and it is the major part of our mechanical engineering, because in everywhere we require the most energy or efficient energy sources. Generally, we measure the energy in joule, kilojoule, or in megajoules. Here the examples of energy. Energy are available in many forms, as like the light, heat, in form of chemical, in form of kinetic energy, in form of electrical energy. So throughout the session we will discuss about the what is energy, form of energy, and syllabus of your 8th semester mechanical engineering. Second is definition is power. Power is rate of doing work or delivering energy. It's called power. Here the main difference between the energy and power is, energy means it is total ability or total capacity of any system, while power is rate of doing works, means it depends on time. Generally we measure power in watt, kilowatt, megawatt and gigawatt. So these are the unit of power measurement. Generally we measure in power plant megawatt and gigawatt power generation. Now we will discuss about the types of energy. There are the many types of energy available in different forms. First one is mechanical energy. Example of mechanical energy is like the kinetic energy and potential energy. Means it is available in mechanical form. We can also extract or we can also convert one form to another form of energy. Second is thermal energy. Means energy in form of heat, as like the fire or combustion. It contains the thermal energy, or hot water or pressurized high pressure and high temperature steam. It contains the thermal energy. Thermal energy means it is related to heat. Next one is nuclear energy. Means it is energy in form of nucleus. So it's called nuclear energy. Example of nuclear energy is nucleus, as like the uranium, thorium, and best example of nuclear energy source is nuclear power plant. Next one is chemical energy. Means energy available in form of chemical reactions. So we can also react the different chemical and we can also extract the energy. So this is also one type of source of energy. And best example of chemical energy is our mobile battery. Whenever we charge the battery, so it will be convert the electrical energy into chemical reaction. During the operations of mobile, it will be convert the chemical energy into electrical energy. So energy stored due to the chemical reaction, it's called chemical energy. Next one is electromagnetic energy. Means energy in form of photon or energy received due to the light of any atoms. Example of electromagnetic energy is energy received from sun to the earth in form of light. So it's called electromagnetic energy. Generally electromagnetic energy travel by vacuum, so its efficiency will be higher, or it can be easily transferred from vacuum medium. Next one is sonic energy. Means energy due to the frequency. At a higher frequency we can also transmit energy from one place to the another place. So energy in form of waves or energy in form of frequency, it's called sonic energy. Next one is gravitational energy, means energy due to the gravitational force, and best example of Newton's law. And we also know about the why any substance is attract toward the center of earth. It is due to the gravitational force. Next one is kinetic energy, means energy due to the kinetic motion or energy due to the velocity of any fluid. It's called kinetic energy, or energy due to the motions of any fluid. It's called kinetic energy. Next one is potential energy, means energy due to the positions of any substance. So it's called potential energy. And best example of potential and kinetic energy is hydroelectrical power plant. Whenever we store the water in reservoir, so it's called potential energy, means energy due to the positions of water. So it's called potential energy of water. Whenever we pass water from dam to the penstock to the turbine, so it is due to the motion or due to the velocity. So it's called kinetic energy. And next one is ionization energy, means energy due to the ionization bond or energy due to the different ionizations of different molecules. So it's called ionization energy. So these are the types of energy, like the mechanical, thermal, nuclear, chemical, electromagnetic, sonic, gravitational, kinetic, potential, and ionization. Now we will discuss about your 8th semester examination teaching scheme. In your examination, according to the GTU syllabus, you have a 4 lecture per week. Tutorial is equal to 0, practical is equal to 0, and credit is equal to 4. So you have to only theory marks. You have the no tutorial and no practical. Next, examination scheme for internal examination and external examination. GTU will be conduct the 70 marks of your GTU examination and 30 marks for mid-semester examination. In this subject, no practical or no viva. So your total marks will be 100. So in this subject, you have only internal examination and GTU examination. No submission, no viva, and no practical. Now we will discuss about what is basic knowledge required for preparations of renewable energy engineering. This course is mainly designed to knowledge of various renewable energy sources, different renewable energy systems, and applications in present contents and need. So mainly introductions of renewable energy is for reduce the pollution and fulfill our demands of energy. Subject code of renewable energy engineering is 2181910. In this subject, you have only 6 numbers of chapter. First chapter is about the scenario of renewable energy sources. In this chapter, you will be study about what is renewable energy, types of energy, advantages, disadvantages, and limitations of renewable energy and sources, present energy scenario, and conversions and renewable energy sources. Total allocated hours is equal to 2 and weightage of this chapter is 3% weightage. Second chapter is solar energy, means it's contain the 40% your syllabus weightage and allocated hours is equal to 22. In this chapter, you will be study about what is solar energy, how to energy received to the earth from sun, how to utilizations, how to maximum utilizations of solar energy, different types of solar, radiation measuring instrument, types of solar radiation, how to convert solar energy into thermal energy, different applications of solar energy as like the solar cooker, solar heating, cooling, solar pumping, solar steel, solar dryer, solar refrigeration and solar air conditioning, solar pond, heliostat, solar furnace, and at the last you will be study about the photovoltaic system, means PV cell, the types of material used for PV cell, power generations, solar cell types, material, applications, advantages and disadvantages. Chapter number 30 is about your wind energy. Means energy available from wind. It is weightage of 22% out of your syllabus. In this chapter you will be study about the what is windmill, how to convert the kinetic energy of air into the mechanical energy and mechanical energy into electrical energy, how to maximum utilizations of windmill, types of windmill, analysis of windmill, different types of rotor for windmill and different terms as like the torque, coefficient, T-speed ratio, solidity of turbine, and at last you will be study about the basics of wind farm. Chapter number 4 is about your bioenergy. It is weightage of 5% of your syllabus. In this chapter you will be study about the types of biogas plant, how to generate bioenergy, factor affecting on biogas generation, advantages, disadvantages, applications of bioenergy, bioenergy plantation, gasification, types and applications of gasifier. Chapter number 5 is about your ocean energy. Weightage of this chapter is 12%. In this chapter you will be study about the what is ocean thermal energy, how to convert ocean thermal energy into electrical energy. Next you will be study about the advantage, disadvantage and limitations of ocean thermal energy. Then you will be study about the what is wave energy, how to convert wave energy into electrical energy, what is geothermal energy, what is tidal energy, and at last you will be study about the MHD power generation, means magneto-hydrodynamic power generation. It is method used for directly conversions of heat energy into the electrical energy. And at last you will be study about the economic analysis. Weightage of this chapter is 18%. In this chapter you will be study about the what is cost, what is the initial and annual cost of installations of different system, basic definitions as like the present worth calculation, repayment of loan in equal annual installment, annual saving, cumulative saving, life cycle cost, and economic analysis of add-on solar system. And at the last you will be study about the payback period and clean development mechanism. Out of 6 chapters, you have to prepare the numerical only for 3 chapters. First is solar, second wind, and third one is economic analysis. And third chapter, only 3 chapters is for your theoretical portion. It's like the chapter number 1, chapter number 4, and chapter number 5. It is 100% theoretical syllabus. Recommended book, if you want to prepare for further knowledge or extra analysis of any solar equipment, so you have to refer the Solar Energy Engineering by Soteris. Second is solar energy of thermal processes. If you want to detail analysis of any solar equipment, so you can also refer the solar engineering of thermal process. If you want to detail analysis on economic portion, so you have to refer the solar energy by SP Sukhatme and J.K. Nayak. If you want to only prefer for GTO syllabus, you can also refer Renewable Energy Engineering by Books India publication. Now we will discuss about the difference between the renewable and non-renewable energy engineering. Renewable energy means it is constantly available from nature. So it's called renewable energy engineering. As like the wind energy, solar energy, bioenergy, water, geothermal energy. So these are the renewable energy sources. Means it is constantly available from nature or infinite stock of nature. Next one is non-renewable energy source. Means it is the finite stock of sources. It's like the oil, nuclear, coal, natural gas. So these are the non-renewable energy sources. Now we will discuss about the applications of renewable energy engineering. First, applications of solar energy, and we are also well known about the applications of solar energy because the solar energy is free cost of available, easily available, and we can also maximum utilizations of solar energy. Applications of solar energy is cell phone, spotlight, solar fan, solar cooler, satellite panels, solar car, solar pump, laptop, television. There are the many solar street lights. So there are the many applications of solar energy. Next is wind energy. We can also utilize wind energy for electricity generation, wind energy for water applications as like the water pumping. Also we can utilize in industrial applications as like the telecommunication or weather stations, windmill. So these are the applications of wind energy. Next is applications of geothermal energy. Geothermal energy means energy available from earth in form of heat. So it's called geothermal energy. Applications of geothermal energy is to for electricity production, heating purpose, home heating and cooling uses, geothermal heat pump. So these are the applications of geothermal energy. Next is bioenergy. We can also utilize the bioenergy as a cooking fuel, mental light gas burner for lighting purpose. Also we can utilize for water pumping, also utilize for in IC engine, fuel run for agriculture machinery, and also now present day utilizing in diesel engines. Thank you.